Hello everybody. In today's video we're going to be continuing our work on a SUPERBEAR. So this is what we have so far from the first part of the video, or from the first video. And first we're going to give him some hands and some feet. So for the feet, we can just do something like this. Make a circle. So ellipse tool, press Control, make a circle. Somewhere around this size should be good. And then we go to the rectangle tool, and just a little below the center point, we're going to create a rectangle. Choose the ellipse. Choose the rectangle, go to Path, Difference. And that looks pretty good. We can change the color of this. Go to Fill and Stroke. And we'll just make it the color of his shirt. So now we're just going to drag this over here. Then we're going to duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D. Press Control and drag it over to the other side. So then we're going to align these so that they're perfect. So select one, select the second one, and then select his pants. So press Shift to select more than one object while you select them. And then we're going to go to our Align tool, this little thing up here, or you can press Shift Control A. And we're going to go to making sure last selected is the one that is selected. We're going to go to no, not that one. Actually, what we can do is we can grab these two, go to Path, Union, and then grab the pants. So this is selected, press Shift, select the pants, and then center on vertical axis. And that'll give us a perfectly centered feet. And then for hands, there's different ways we could do this. I think I'm going to give him circular hands. And then we're going to cut out a little chunk of the circle using the rectangle tool. We can slightly round the corners, something like this. Go to Path, Difference, and that'll give us some kind of basic hand shape we can work with. So we're going to make it this color. I think we're just not going to give him arms. Duplicate, Control D to duplicate. Then we go up here to flip selected objects horizontally, or press H. And then, now that the second one is selected, we press Control, and we drag it to the right. And then, we can do the same thing we did with the feet, where we select one, we press Shift, select the other one, and we can go to Path, Union, so it makes this one shape. And then we select this, press Shift, select his shirt, and press Center on Vertical Axis. And yeah, there we go. So that's their main body. We can just give him a little cape now. And the cape is just going to be do this different ways. Why don't we just use the Bezier curves, and we can go to View, Page Grid. And we're just going to make some kind of triangle that's sort of equilateral-ish. Equilateral-ish? Is that a word? It is now. So now that we have our triangle, we can go to turn off stroke paint, go to fill, and what color do we want? Maybe we could do like a darker blue. Something like this. And then we want to chop off the top of this. I'm not exactly sure where, but we'll just sort of eyeball it. If this doesn't work, we can always go back, do the usual path difference, and then we want to scale this up so that it fits our bear. So what we can do is just drag it over here, and we can press Control, and using this little arrow here, we can just drag out. And some size like this is good. So now we can turn off our grid, and we can select the cape, select his shirt, and go to center on vertical axis. And then we're going to take this, and we're going to go to lower selection to bottom. And that will push his cape to the back of the image. Okay, so now we have that. We can start adding in some little details. One thing I want to give him is some kind of eyebrow. That way if we ever want to animate him or change his facial expression, it becomes very easy with eyebrows. And for his eyebrows, we'll just do some rectangles with rounded corners. And we can just make it go right over the eye, something like this. And for the color, we could make it a darker version of this. Okay, so we can press Control D to duplicate, Control and drag to the right. And then just go press Shift, select the first one, go to Path, Union. Actually, I wonder if we can do this with grouping. I'm going to try that really fast instead of using Union. So group. This allows us to, again, if we want to make facial expressions where, say, one eyebrow is raised, having them as a union would be bad because we couldn't just raise one eyebrow. So then we select the head, press Shift and select, center on vertical axis. Okay, so that did work. So that's good. And then we can just ungroup these. You do that by right-clicking to get the menu. Okay. And then another thing we could add is sort of shadows for his ears. To do that, you can just kind of come in here, create a little circle. Or even better, we can create an ellipse to give it a more lively sort of shape. And then Control D to duplicate. Press Control, drag the other one over here. And then we're going to go to Shift, select, so they're both selected. Go to Path, Union, center on vertical axis. Path Union, select the head, then center on vertical axis. And then we're going to cut off this part of the shadow. So what we're going to do is we're going to make another sort of rounded rectangle, a little smaller than this rounded rectangle we made his head from. So something like this. Can make it a lot more round than this. Something like that. And then we're going to align this to the head as well. So with this selected, press Shift, select the head, center vertically, and then we're going to go select the shadows in the ears, and then select the shape we just made, press Shift and select, Shift and left click, and then we can go to Path Difference. And there we go. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll try adding some gradients and some lighting and maybe some sort of fur details and details as well in his costume. Possibly a belt, a utility belt of some kind. And yeah, that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you want to see part 3.